Hey, welcome back. Today, we're going to tackle a huge idea, one that's absolutely central to building wealth and, actually getting to that dream of financial freedom. We're talking about the incredible power of leverage.
It all kicks off with this dream that pretty much everyone has, what our source calls finanzielle Erfolg, or financial success. It's that freedom to stop worrying about money and to just spend your time how you want. But for so many of us, that dream feels like it's a million miles away. So what's the deal with that? Let's just cut right to the chase with the big question. How do you earn money while you sleep? I know, it sounds almost like a trick question, right? But it's the real difference between just making a living and actually building wealth. And the answer? Well, it lies in breaking a super common cycle.
And here's that cycle. It's the traditional trap, trading your time directly for money. Think about it. For most jobs, you work an hour, you get paid for an hour. If you stop working, guess what? The money stops too. Your income is tied one-to-one to your effort. And that is a really, really tough game to win in the long run.
So, what is the secret to getting out of that trap? Well, it's this amazing concept called leverage, or Hebelwirkung, as it's called in our source material. This is the key that unlocks everything and gets you off that hamster wheel. So what is leverage? At its core, it's about getting a massive result from a pretty small initial push. It's just like using a real lever to lift a huge boulder you could never, ever move by yourself. Financial leverage is all about finding the right tools to multiply your output way, way beyond what you could do on your own. And the best part is, this isn't some fuzzy, abstract idea. Our source material actually breaks it down into die vier Arten von Hebel. That's 4 really clear, distinct types of levers that pretty much anyone can learn how to use. Okay, here they are: labor, capital, code, and media. Now, the first 2 are the classic, traditional ways people have built fortunes for centuries. But the last 2? Those are the modern, digital age levers that have just blown the doors wide open with new opportunities. Let's take a quick look at each one. All right, first up, we've got labor. This is the old-school, classic model of leverage. As a business owner or a manager, you're using the time and the skills of other people, your team, your employees, to get way more done than you could ever do by yourself. It's pretty much the oldest form of leverage there is in business. Next up is capital. This is literally putting your money to work for you, through things like investing in stocks or real estate or other businesses. Your capital starts generating returns, creating more money, all without you having to actively trade your time for it. This is how investors build their fortunes. Okay, now let's get to the really exciting stuff, the modern levers. First is code. This is all about using software apps and automation to do a task for you, but not just once, potentially millions of times with almost no extra work. You write the program one time, and it can serve a practically unlimited number of users. And the fourth lever is media. This is about creating a piece of content, like a video, a podcast, a blog post, that can be seen and heard by a huge audience. You record something just once, and it can be watched by thousands, maybe even millions, of people all over the world. So while all 4 of these levers are definitely powerful, there is something truly special about those last 2. Code and media are what we can basically call the new super levers, and honestly, they have completely changed the entire game of creating wealth.
And here's why they're so different. See, the traditional levers like labor and capital, they usually require permission. You have to convince someone to hire you or work for you, or you need a bunch of money to even start investing. But the modern levers, code and media, they're what you call permissionless. You don't need anyone's okay to write a piece of software or post a video online. And that's their superpower. The cost to make another copy is basically 0. This lets you scale exponentially, not just one by one.
And that all leads us to the real key takeaway from our source material. The true magic of code and media is that once you've created them, they can keep generating value with very, very little ongoing effort from you. The system just works on its own. And here we are, this is it, the punchline that brings it all home. Why are code and media the ultimate forms of leverage? Because they also work while you sleep. They are these incredible engines of automation and distribution that just keep chugging along, generating value 24/7, totally independent of you being there.
So, what does all this mean for you, for your personal path to financial freedom? How do you actually put this powerful idea to work? The ultimate goal here, the whole point, is to use one or maybe more of these levers to finally break that direct link between the hours you work and the money you make. Your wealth should start coming from the systems you build, not just the time you trade.
So that leaves us with one final big question. Whether you decide to build a business with a team, or create content for the world, or maybe learn to code, or start investing your money, the principle is exactly the same. So which lever are you going to pull next to build your own path to freedom?